The last thing which I would like to add to this is that having made it clear that the prophecy of Ahmad primarily applies to Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who made this prophecy? It was Jesus Christ. He it was who was mentioned by Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to appear during the latter days. And he it was in whom the prophecy of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was to be fulfilled, that he would come to represent him under him. So is the name, is his manifestation like the manifestation of Muhammad, or is his manifestation a total manifestation of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, both as Muhammad and Ahmad, or is his manifestation only in the Ahmad phase of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? This is the issue which will decide the whole debate. I believe that the Holy Quran attributes the prophecy of Ahmad specifically to Jesus and not to Moses, to indicate this, that it would be he himself, when he comes, he will represent the shan or the manifestation of Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's Ahmadiyyat, his being Ahmad. This is a very important point which has also been indicated or implied by Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam in many ways. First of all, his name was not Ahmad, his name was Ghulam Ahmad. Ghulam Ahmad means a slave of Ahmad, a perfect follower of Ahmad. This is what he understood, that he is Ahmad only if he becomes a perfect slave of Ahmad, not otherwise. Now this is a very beautiful expression which he employs in one of his verses, which he says, "Bartar gumano wahm se Ahmad ki shan hai," not his own. Now this decides the issue, and this fully supports my interpretation. Bartar gumano wahm se Ahmad ki shan hai. The glory of Ahmad is beyond human imagination. The glory of Ahmad is beyond human imagination. Jiska Ghulam dekho Masih Zaman hai, whose slave has been chosen as God to become the Imam, to become the Messiah of the age. Beyond imagination, beyond the scope of human imagination is the glory of Ahmad. According to him, Ahmad is Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whose slave has been sent by God to be the Messiah of the age. So Messiah and Ghulam Ahmad are one thing. This is what should be kept in mind. The whole issue is made so clear. So when a Ghulam is a perfect Ghulam, when somebody who becomes a complete slave, he is given the title of his master as well. In this sense, the word Ahmad is applicable to him, not in any other sense. Being a perfect Ghulam of Ahmad, the title of Ahmad could be applied to him as though Ahmad himself had come, in this meaning. And this is proved from the Holy Quran with relation to Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and God. What is Ghulam? Ghulam is Abd. Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was Abdullah. Messiah who was to represent him was Ghulam Ahmad, his Abd Ahmad. See, only the words change, but the meaning remained the same. And when Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam became so perfect and up to God that he lost his own identity, what was he called? by Allah Himself. Allah. Because the Holy Quran tells us, وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. إِذْ رَمَيْتَ makes it very clear that you have thrown the handful of pebbles. Yet it was not you, it was Allah. Then إِنَّمَا يُبَايِعُونَ اللَّهَ الَّذِينَ يُبَايِعُونَ تَحْتَ الشَّجَرَةِ يُبَايِعُونَكَ تَحْتَ الشَّجَرَةِ. The Holy Quran says, إِنَّمَا يُبَايِعُونَ اللَّهَ. They are taking bay'at of Allah. To make the things further clear, the Holy Quran says, Yadullahi fawqa aydihim. Whose hand was fawqa aydihim? That of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Holy Quran says, Yadullahi fawqa aydihim. So what I am saying is not through extension of my imagination into dreams and things. I am talking of realities which can be proved from the Holy Quran so clearly that no sensible, honest man can run away from these. यही है ना? नहीं, एक और जगह था शजरा भी. हाँ. इन्नल लज़ीना युबायिऊनका इन्नमा युबायिऊना अल्लाह. Verily, those people who are doing bay'at at your hand, they are doing bay'at of Allah. Yadullahi fawqa aydihim. The hand of Allah is above theirs. So, this is the point I am proving. Hazrat Masih Maud never claimed himself to be Ahmad himself primarily. He always claimed that I have become Ahmad because I am Ghulam Ahmad. So, I represent him. He explains himself again that because I have lost my own identity so perfectly and so completely that I speak nothing but what the Quran tells me to speak. I say nothing but what Muhammad ﷺ has already said, and I am under him. So when I have lost my identity, I acquire the identity of my master, not in equality, but indicating perfect subservience or obedience to him. So this explanation, although it was lengthy in the beginning, some people might have lost touch with it, but now I have made it clear. It should be very clear to anyone that only in this sense Hazrat Masih Maud himself understood him to be the Ahmad, prophesied in the Quran that he was Ghulam Ahmad, being a perfect Ghulam, like Muhammad was perfect Abdullah. The title of the master was given as a blessing, not in reality, not meaning that they were equal. Got it? Please.
وذكر أعطى مثالا
Jamal Ahmad.
جمال glory sir.
The glory is Jamal.
Okay.
You see, Jalal, glory is also Jalal.
Yeah.
But Jalal has a meaning more like his sun. Mm-hmm. But Jamal has a meaning more like the light of moon.
Yes. And also
The softness.
Yes.
No, because this Messiah of this age is Ghulam Ahmad. The word Ghulam Ahmad is the pivotal to the understanding of this. He compares that how can you imagine the glory of Ahmad himself while his slave has been named Ghulam Ahmad, while his slave who is Ghulam Ahmad has been appointed as the Messiah of the age by God. Does it become clear now? How can you fully imagine the glory of Hazrat Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam while it is his slave who has been chosen to represent the Messiah of the age? So Ghulam Ahmad being the Messiah indicates that the shan of Ahmad is much higher than ordinary man's imagination. Have got it? Yes, please. I'm repeating it only because I know many Maulavi from India, Pakistan, etc. always mislead the Arabs by claiming that Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian claimed to be equal in status to Muhammad Rasulullah Sallam, because he is referred to as though Rasulullah Sallam had come again. As though. Now they remove the word as though, but they say it is said, the Ahmadis believe that his coming is the coming of Muhammad Rasulullah Sallam or Ahmad Rasulullah. So they are insulting Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallam to the utmost degree, and this we cannot tolerate. Now they forget, if this is how, by claiming that somebody is a perfect slave to somebody else, if this is how the master is insulted, then they should begin the discussion of insult from those verses of the Quran which I have just mentioned. According to them themselves, then, God has insulted himself by declaring that مَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى إِنَّمَا يُبَايِعُونَ اللَّهَ يَدُ اللَّهِ فَوْقَ أَيْدِيهِمْ. It will be a mad person who claims that an equality is claimed here. What is claimed is total annihilation of somebody for the sake of a superior person. Equality is different and annihilation is different. They are two things poles apart. Exactly in the same sense, the coming of Masih Maud al-Islam is the coming of Ahmad, not in any other sense. Coming of God is mentioned in the Old Testament. It refers to Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallam, as though God would come. In the New Testament, Jesus Christ is mentioned, that then the Malik would come. The Son came and was rejected. Then the Master himself will come. All these are allegories. All these are indications that the one who would come in the name of God will so completely annihilate his own self that nothing of him will be left, but only his master will be reflected. Is this an insult? This is not an insult, it is exactly the opposite. This is the highest tribute that should be paid to the glory of God, that one of his slaves has disappeared and left none of his own will for the sake of the superior master. Whenever Ahmadis speak of Hazrat Masih Maud al-Islam as Ghulam Ahmad in this sense, or Ahmad in the sense I have explained, they always have this, and this claim of Ahmadis is fully supported by the Quranic diction and also by the idiom of the New and Old Testaments. So this is why I am emphasizing, because I know so much propaganda is carried out in the Arab world by these mullahs who have no honesty in them to distort this claim and create hatred against Hazrat Ahmad, in the sense that he has become Muhammad Rasulullah himself. He has finished the image of Muhammad Rasulullah. He has acquired a new role of Muhammad, and he has begun a new faith, as if a new Muhammad had come to start a new faith. It's absolutely false. There is not an iota of truth in this distorted image which people build themselves and convey to the Arab world. They hide many statements of Masih Maud al-Islam from the public intentionally, because they know if the world knows what Masih Maud al-Islam has written about his relation to Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah and his own nothingness as compared to him, then particularly the Arabs will be led towards Ahmadiyyah, like armies, running to the beauty of Ahmadiyyah, and nobody will be able to stop it. So they keep the writings of Masih Maud al-Islam from them and only pick out these things which may mislead them. There is one Urdu verse of Muslim which speaks further on this issue of his relationship to Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his relationship to God. In one single verse, he explains it so beautifully. He says, "Sab humne usse paya, shahid hai tu khudaya." O my Lord, my God, you are witness that I have received everything from him, the Holy Master Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Everything. वो जिसने हक दिखाया, that beloved of mine who showed me God, he is the moon-like, he has the moon-like beauty, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So in relation to God, he refers to him as a moon. In relation to him, he himself calls himself the moon. So he has made himself manifestly clear, yet the blind will not see. Right? Alhamdulillah, I hope I have made things clear, and those who are entertaining any misunderstanding, they have got it now cleared, inshallah.